tuned in the wrong certified TV. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. So this is what people have been saying, man. They saying in the boxing world, that's what they've been saying. They saying, should Earl Spence retire? Should he rematch Crawford? Or should he just move on to 154 and just move on and forget about the fight, right? Well, here's my take on it. I understand as a fighter, you have the heart of a lion, right? Especially like a guy like Earl Spence. He showed a lot of courageousness and bravery, right? Even though he was defeated and picked apart by Crawford, right? But I can understand him wanting to get his get back. You know, he believes he can beat him. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is about that, far as like the rematch, I don't think it's wise right now. Not in December. That's like 4 months away from right now. I don't think that's wise because let's be real. I feel like Earl Spence need a whole different game plan to even beat Crawford. And to be honest with you, I don't think he could beat Crawford. I'm not trying to speak down on Earl Spence. I'm still a fan. I still rock with him, you know, through the loss or whatever he win. I'm still a fan because I understand boxing. And it take a real man to be able to step in the square circle. So I understand that. But the thing is, when it comes from a health standpoint, you know, especially considering what he's been through, you know, especially in that fight, he took a lot of punishment. And, you know, that's a lot of brain trauma. Crawford landed, I want to say, about 60% of his power shots. He was very accurate in that fight, and he was landing numerous of times. Bing, bow, bow. He was landing them shots, right? You can't take nothing away from Crawford, man. Crawford did that. He showed he was the stronger, better fighter. So my take on that rematch, I don't really think that's wise for Earl Spence right now. I feel like he really need to take a year off boxing. But I don't think he should retire. Like me, honestly, he's still young. He only 33 years old. He still got a lot of gas left in the tank. But the thing is, when you take a lot of punishment, that can be severe for your health. So I think he needs a break from boxing just to get his mental space right, man. Make sure his health is right. Because your health is everything. And, you know, he just got his biggest payday. So shout out to that. And just shout out for him being a warrior, man, putting it on the line, giving the fans what we want to see. Because I be feeling like now when boxing, a lot of fighters ain't fighting the best fighters, man. They trying to keep that undefeated record. So I respect Ryan Garcia. I respect Earl Spence because they put it on the line. And, you know, they really did it for their legacy and also the fans. Because, you know, us as the fans from the outside looking in, we all wanted this fight. And like I told y'all, man, I support boxing in a real way. Man, I remember being at a Tank fight in real life in 2015. Tank put him down, you know, just saying it in real life. And that was before he was a pay-per-view star. But y'all love boxing, man. I just, you know, I'm not speaking like I'm just a super boxing analyst or nothing like that. But I definitely feel I have enough knowledge to speak on it. But yeah, I just don't really think it's wise for Earl Spence to fight him again right now. You know, just considering how bad the loss was. Like, he gonna have to really change up a few things. And like, I seen a lot of bad habits in that fight that Terrence Crawford exposed and picked apart. Like, he made him pay for every mistake. Every time he tried to jab and go to the body, he countered and made him pay for that. Like, Earl didn't angle, he didn't move, no head movement. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really see him do anything that was defense. So that just shows you that Bud has the better IQ. And me, I ain't gonna lie, I fuck with both fighters. You know what I'm saying? And like I told you, I was never biased. I fuck with both fighters. But it hurt to see my guy Earl Spence get defeated that bad, man. But like I said before, if they rematch, I feel like he could do better. But don't fight him in December, man. I say it'd be better to fight him next year sometime, you know. But I understand Earl, man, especially as being a man, especially a man of will and skill, man. You want to show that you could beat him. Like, deep down, I know he feel like he could beat him. He just, whatever's going on with him, man, we ain't gonna take away nothing from Crawford, though. You know, Crawford was the better man, better fighter, hands down. So that's why I said, like, I have to reiterate, man, I don't think that's wise. That's not a wise decision to fight that boy in December. Because we all thought Earl was gonna fight a better fight than that. But it's like, It's like they ain't had no backup plan, you know, because that jab to the body shit wasn't working. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they didn't have no backup plan for Crawford. You know, Crawford looking like, I ain't gonna lie, man. Crawford looking like he could beat Floyd right now, bro. Like, if they was to fight right now, I don't think Floyd fucking with Crawford. You know, Floyd my favorite fighter, but I'm gonna keep it real for us like that age, and Crawford strong, bro. He hit hard, he counter effective, and he's strong. Like I could see Floyd not really getting hit with them shots, but I feel like Crawford to be able to catch him. And that nigga brutal, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Crawford is a brutal fighter in there. Like he really punishing shit in there. I ain't gonna lie. I wonder how he gonna do at 54, man. I'm gonna lie, I'm looking forward to that Crawford and that Charlo fight, man. Like for real, 'cause the Charlos, they bang too. But I ain't gonna lie, I think Crawford still might be a little bit more skillful than Charlo. You know what I'm saying? But I think Charlo, of course, he the stronger fighter. I believe he the stronger fighter, but man, that boy Crawford, man, he just different. Like I'm gonna say he the Michael Jordan of this shit right now. Yeah, he the Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant of this shit right now, man. Long live Kobe. But yeah, they doing that thing, man. Like I said, this is just great for the sport. Like, because you don't have to be undefeated to be considered a great fighter. And I want to speak on that too, because in this generation, like they try to like just eliminate you as soon as you get your first loss. Like we got to remember, man, Earl Spence gave y'all, what was his record? It gave y'all, I can't really just be specific, but he gave y'all over 25 something. He gave y'all over 25 wins before he received his first loss. So we definitely got to give him some credit. Like, because like nowadays, man, as soon as a fighter receives a loss, y'all count them out like they ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? See, my thing is, I love to see the comeback of a fighter. Redeem yourself. Like, imagine if Earl Spence was to be able to beat Crawford in a rematch. Like, let's say he won in a rematch. You know how big that'd be for his career? You know what I'm saying? To bounce back from a rematch like that. But, like, I'm going to be real. Like I said before, I really don't think he could beat Crawford, man. Like, Crawford's just different, man. That nigga special in that ring, bro. Like, he outclassed him. The way he won, it was just like flawlessly. He ain't take no punishment. It's like he ain't really bust a sweat. You know what I'm saying? It's like, and then you come out there with one of the biggest rappers ever, and you get the job done on pay-per-view. You know what I'm saying? Don't get no bigger than that for a fighter. And in Las Vegas, the fight capital of the world. You know, it definitely just don't get no bigger than that. So it's like, I gotta take my hat off the Bud. It's like that shit made me more of a fan of him. Cause like I said, I've been watching Earl Spence since 2014. Like I really been supporting him for a while. Like I remember he turned pro, I believe 2012. And like I remember before he got the title against Kell Brook. Like I said, I've been watching boxing for a long time. But it's like, damn, I hate that I got on Crawford so late though. Cause I had to recap damn near a lot of his fights. Cause I started watching Crawford like a few years ago, but I've been heard about him. But it's like Crawford wasn't getting promoted like Earl was though. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, man, Crawford finna be bigger than ever now. You know what I'm saying? He basically the Floyd Mayweather of this shit right now. But I just love to see that, man. You know, they just winning out here. They all winners in life. But I just hope Earl Spence health is right. You know what I'm saying? Like that's more important than anything. Like your financial right, but like they say, health is wealth. You know, you got to make sure your health is right before anything. So yeah, like my heart goes out to Earl Spence, man, because he's a solid fighter, man. He's a respected fighter in the boxing business, you know. But it comes with the territory. You can't win them all, you know what I'm saying? But my thing is how you bounce back. Because all the great fighters except Floyd, they lost. Muhammad, Tyson, Sugar Ray, Marvin, Tommy, you know, they lost, but they were still great. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to think about the caliber of opponents. When a lot of these fighters took these L's, it was amongst great opponents. It wasn't like no tomato cans. So y'all got to remember, man, Earl didn't lose to a C class fighter, man. He lost to a triple A plus fighter, man. A nigga that like he had to prove the critics, man. See, Crawford had a lot to prove. He was not playing. Like when you come out there with Eminem, Lose Yourself, that's a triumph song. You feel me? That's a song right there that shows triumph, overcoming obstacles that felt impossible, you know? So like Crawford, he was dialed in, tunnel vision, locked in. He was tunnel vision, strictly tunnel vision. All he seen was victory. All he seen was blood. He was hungry. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I gotta take my hat off to them boys. And Crawford, man, like I say, man, he's the illest nigga out of Nebraska. Shout out to my Nebraska people. Omaha in the building. Shout out to y'all, man. But not only is the illest guy out of Nebraska, I want to say he's the best in boxing right now. Like y'all got to give him his roses. You know what I'm saying? Like he proving that though. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, man. Crawford something special, bro. Like, but I can't wait to see that little nigga Shakur Stevenson fight again. You know what I'm saying? That he hard. You know, Shakur Stevenson hard. You know, but it's a lot of great fighters in this boxing, man. It's a lot of great fights that can be made, and it's a whole bunch of money for these fighters to get paid. So we gotta respect these fighters for putting it on the line. You know, I'm not the type of guy to kick these fighters when they down, but I still speak my real on how the fight went. And you know, we gonna make it comical sometime, you know. But in all true reality, man, I respect all these fighters, man, because it take heart. And in boxing, you don't play boxing. Boxing not one of them sports you play like basketball. You know, basketball, they get 82 games a season, so they get so many retries. Boxing ain't like that. It's not something you play, man. It's a brutal combat sport, right? So just considering that in the type of training, it's just a different focus. It's a different sacrifice. You got to live, breathe, shit boxing. I remember Roger Mayer said, they don't know shit about boxing. Rest in peace. They don't know nothing about this boxing, man. Like, that shit for real. You know, and I just love it. That's why I love to talk about it, man. You know, I just love to see fighters put it on the line, man. But we just want these fighters to be healthy, man. We want these fighters to still be able to articulate when their careers is over. You know, we don't want these fighters to be what they call punch drunk, or, you know, things that we seen happen to Ali, man. Shout out to the great Muhammad Ali too, by the way, long live. Because, you know, he put it all on the line, man. He was really the people's champ, you know. So like guys like that really paid the way. And I feel like Earl Spence got that old school spirit because he took that loss to the chin. I seen that he took that loss like his wins. He ain't used no excuses. You know what I'm saying? So for all them people making all these excuses, the truth didn't even make an excuse. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't gonna take nothing from Bud. I feel like the boxing community should show Bud all the love. Because on the real, man, Bud did that, man. Like, he making boxing exciting again. You know what I'm saying? Like real shit. Like when we see shit like that on a big magnitude, on the big stage and the bright lights, he held it down. You know, he ready for the big stage. Like some niggas are just made for that shit, bro. He won on. But like I said, man, let me know in the comments below if y'all feel like Earl should retire, if y'all feel like Earl should rematch. Is it wise enough to rematch? Or if y'all feel like he should just move on to 154 and just accept it. Let me know in the comments below, man. It's Wrong Certified TV. I'm out.